The Irish Guards, part of the Guards Division, is one of the Foot Guards regiments of the British Army and, together with the Royal Irish Regiment, it is one of the two Irish infantry regiments still remaining in the British Army. The Irish Guards recruit in Northern Ireland and the Irish neighbourhoods of major British cities, although restrictions in the Republic of Ireland's Defence Act make it illegal to induce, procure or persuade enlistment of any citizen of the Republic of Ireland into the military of another state. People from the Republic do enlist in the regiment. One way to distinguish between the 5 regiments of Foot Guards is the spacing of the buttons on the tunics. The Irish Guards have buttons arranged in groups of 4 as they were the 4th Foot Guards Regiment to be founded. They also have a prominent St. Patrick's blue plume on the right side of the bearskins. History. The Irish Guards Regiment was formed on the 1st of April 1900 by order of Queen Victoria to commemorate the Irishmen who fought in the Second Boer War for the British Empire. During the First World War, 1st Battalion, the Irish Guards, was deployed to France, and they remained on the Western Front for the duration of the war. During 1914 and early 1915, they took part in numerous battles, including Mons, Marne and Ypres. Additional battalions were raised in 1915 and the 2nd Battalion fought at Loos. During 1916, the Irish Guards were involved in the Battle of the Somme where they received severe casualties. In 1917, they participated in the Third Battle of Ypres and Cambrai. They fought up to the final days of the war, including attacking the Hindenburg Line. The regiment's continued existence was threatened briefly when Winston Churchill, who served as Secretary of State for War between 1919 and 1921, sought the elimination of the Irish Guards and Welsh Guards as an economy measure. This proposal, however, did not find favour in government or army circles and was dropped. Between the wars, the regiment was deployed at various times to Turkey, Gibraltar, Egypt and Palestine. During the Second World War, battalions of the regiment fought in Norway, France, North Africa and Italy, and following D-Day in France, Belgium, the Netherlands and Germany. In November 1942, during the Second World War, Jean, Grand Duke of Luxembourg, joined the British Army as a volunteer in the Irish Guards. Since 1945, the regiment has served in many areas of conflict as well as being part of the British Army of the Rhine in Germany. They also served as the garrison of Hong Kong in the 1970s. The regiment was not assigned to Northern Ireland until the conflict had mostly died down in 1992. However, a provisional Irish Republican Army bomb blasted a bus carrying men of the regiment to Chelsea Barracks in October 1981. 23 soldiers and 16 others were wounded and 2 passers-by killed. More recently, the Irish Guards were involved in the Balkans conflicts, and they led the British advance into Basra in March 2003 at the start of the Iraq War. The Irish Guards have also provided security for the 2012 Olympics in London. In 2013, the Irish Guards were deployed to Afghanistan and also deployed to Bosnia as part of the European Union Stabilisation Programme. Current organisation. The 1st Battalion Irish Guards is broken down into 5 separate companies, 3 rifle companies, numbers 1, 2 and 4 companies, a support company and headquarter company. The rifle companies use the Warrior tracked armoured vehicle. In common with her sister Guards regiments, the regimental organisation also includes the Band of the Irish Guards and the Corps of Drums. Uniform. Like the other Guards regiments, the home service dress of the Irish Guards is a scarlet tunic and bearskin. Buttons are worn in 2 rows of 4, reflecting the regiment's position as the 4th most senior Guards regiment, and the collar is adorned with a shamrock on either side. They also sport a St. Patrick's blue plume on the right side of the bare skin. A plume of St. Patrick's blue was selected because blue is the colour of the mantle and sash of the Order of St. Patrick, an order of chivalry founded by George III of the United Kingdom for the Kingdom of Ireland in February 1783, from which the regiment also draws its capstar and motto. In walking out dress, the Irish Guards can be identified by the green band on the forage caps. Officers also traditionally carry a blackthorn walking stick. The Irish Guards, like the other Guards regiments, wear a khaki beret with the blue household division backing patch on it. On the beret, ranks from guardsman to lance sergeant wear a brass or stay-bright cap badge. Sergeants and colour sergeants wear a bimetal cap badge. Warrant officers wear a silver plate gilt and enamel cap badge, and commissioned officers of the regiment wear an embroidered cap badge. The uniform of the Irish Guards pipers is like the Scots Guards, a kilt and tunic, yet is also very different. Bagpipers wear saffron kilts rather than tartan, green hose with saffron flashes, and heavy black shoes known as brogues with no spats. A rifle green doublet with buttons in fours, and a floppy hat known as a corbine rather than a feather bonnet. The regimental capstar is worn over the piper's right eye and is topped by a blue hackle. A green cloak with 4 silver buttons is worn over the shoulders and is secured by 2 green straps that cross over the chest. Prince William wore the uniform of the Irish Guards for his marriage to Kate Middleton. Motto: the regiment takes its motto, Qui separabit, or Who shall separate us? For the Order of St. Patrick. Nickname: the Irish Guards are known affectionately throughout the army as the Mix or Fighting Mix. An earlier nickname, Bob's Own, after Field Marshal Lord Roberts, has fallen into disuse. The term mix, while derogatory if used in civilian life, is tolerated if used within the army. Training: recruits of the Guards Division go through a 30-week grueling training program at the Infantry Training Centre. The training is 2 weeks more than the training for the regular line infantry regiments of the British Army. The extra training, carried out throughout the course, is devoted to drill and ceremonies. Mascot: since 1902, an Irish wolfhound has been presented as a mascot to the regiment by the members of the Irish Wolfhound Club, who hoped the publicity would increase the breed's popularity with the public. The first mascot was called Brian Boru. In 1961, the wolfhound was admitted to the select club of official army mascots, entitling him to the services of the Royal Army Veterinary Corps, as well as quartering and food at public expense. Originally, the mascot was in the care of a drummer boy, but is now looked after by one of the regiment's drummers and his family. The Irish Guards are the only Guards regiment permitted to have the mascot lead them on parade. During trooping the colour, however, the mascot marches only from Wellington Barracks as far as Horse Guards Parade. He then falls out of the formation and does not participate in the trooping itself. The regiment's current wolfhound is named Domhnall. His predecessor, Conmale, made his debut at trooping the colour on the 13th of June 2009. At the end of 2012, Conmale retired and was replaced with the new wolfhound Domhnall. Traditions and affiliations. The Irish Guards and other Guards regiments have a long-standing connection to the Parachute Regiment. Guardsmen who have completed P Company are transferred into the Guards Parachute Platoon, who are currently attached to 3 paras, still keeping the tradition of the number 1 Independent Parachute Company, who were the original Pathfinder group of 16th Parachute Brigade, now renamed 16th Air Assault Brigade. St. Patrick's Day is the traditional regimental celebration. Fresh shamrock is presented to the members of the regiment, no matter where it is stationed. Except in wartime, the presentation is traditionally made by a member of the royal family. This task was first performed in 1901 by H.M. Queen Alexandra and later by H.M. Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. After the latter's death, the presentation was made by H.R.H. the Princess Royal. Starting in 2012, the presentation was made by H.R.H. the Duchess of Cambridge, but her decision to skip the ceremony in 2016 to spend time with her children sparked public controversy. In September 2015, London-based Irish newspaper The Irish Post revealed that the Irish Guards would field a GAA team in the London GAA Championship. It was a landmark occasion, as the Irish Guards became the first British Army team to gain affiliation to the GAA, who had banned British Armed Forces from playing the sports from 1897 to 2001 under Rule 21. Battle Honours. First World War. Mons. Retreat from Mons. Mon 1914 A 1914. Ypres 1914 and 17 Longuemarque 1914. Battle of Gellivelt. Non-Boschen. Festubit 1915. Luz. Somme 1916 and 1918. Flers Corslet. Morville. Pilcombe. Poel Capelle. Passchendaele. Cambrai 1917 and 1918. Street. Quentin. List Hazebrook. Albert 1918. Bapaume 1918. Arras 1918. Scarpa 1918. Drocourt Queant. Hindenburg Line. Canal du Nord. Selle. Samba. France and Flanders 1914–18. Second World War. Northwest Europe. Pothos, Norway 1940, Boulogne 1940, Cagny, Montpincon, Neapelt, Nijmegen, Rhineland, Hochwald, Rhine, Bentheim, Northwest Europe 1940-1944-45, North Africa, Malgez Plain, Djebel Boeu Ugaz, North Africa 1943, Italy Anzio, Aprilia, Caraceto, Italy 1943-44, Al-Basra 2003, Iraq 2003. Victoria Cross recipients: Guardsman Edward Cahoon Charlton, 2nd Battalion, the Irish Guards. LCPL Jean Keneally, 1st Battalion, the Irish Guards. Alt Colonel James Marshall, Irish Guards. LSGT John Moyney, 2nd Battalion, the Irish Guards. LCPL Michael O'Leary, 1st Battalion, the Irish Guards. PTE Thomas Woodcock, 2nd Battalion, the Irish Guards. Notable members: Harold Alexander, 1st Earl Alexander of Tunis. The RT Hon Alistair Boyd, 7th Baron Kilmarnock. Rev. Francis Brown MC in Bar. The RT Hon James Chichester Clark DL. Arthur Dooley. Grand Duke John of Luxembourg. Arthur Charles Evans CBE. Sir John Gorman, LT John Kipling. Sir Patrick Lee Fermor DSOOBE. Joseph Locke. Hugh Lofting, LT Colonel the Hon George Henry Morris. Liam O'Flaherty, the RT Hon the Lord O'Neill of the main PC. Brig Joe van der Lerde ESO and Bar. LT Colonel Giles van der Lerde ESO. Terence Young. Regimental Colonels. British Army regiments typically have an honorary colonel, often a member of the royal family or a prominent retired military officer with connections to the regiment, who functions as a kind of patron or guardian of the regiment's interests in high government circles. H.M. The Queen is Colonel-in-Chief of all Guards regiments. The Irish Guards colonels have been Field Marshal the RT Hon the Earl Roberts VCKGKPPCGCBOM GCSI GCIE, appointed 17 October 1900. Field Marshal the RT Hon the Earl Kitchener KGKPPCGCBOM appointed the 15th of November 1914. Field Marshal the RT Hon the Earl of Ypres KPPCGCBOM appointed the 6th of June 1916. Field Marshal the RT Hon the Earl of Cavan KPGCBGCMGGCVOGBEDL appointed the 23rd of May 1925. Field Marshal the RT Hon the Earl Alexander of Tunis KGPCGCBOMGCMGCSIDSOMC appointed the 28th of August 1946. General Sir Basil Eugster KCBKCVOCBEDSOMC appointed the 17th of June 1969. General H.R.H. Jean, Grand Duke of Luxembourg KG, appointed the 21st of August 1984. Second Lieutenant His Grace the Duke of Abercorn KG, appointed the 1st of November 2000. Major General Sir Sebastian Roberts KCVOOBE, appointed the 17th of March 2008. Lieutenant Colonel H.R.H. the Duke of Cambridge KGKT, appointed the 10th of February 2011. Order of Precedence. Alliances. Australia 4th Battalion, Royal Australian Regiment, HMS Portland.